Russian President Vladimir Putin expressed openness to a proposed 30-day ceasefire initiated by the United States. However, he emphasized that the root causes of the ongoing crisis must be addressed for his full support. Ukraine has already agreed to the framework during discussions with the U.S. earlier this week. The Trump administration is urging Russia to agree, with Special U.S. Envoy Steve Witkoff scheduled to meet with Russian officials in Moscow. At a news conference on Thursday, Putin remarked that while the ceasefire proposal is fundamentally sound, there are several issues that require thorough discussion with American counterparts. Among these concerns are whether Ukraine might use the ceasefire to regroup, the status of Ukrainian troops in Russia's Kursk region, and how the ceasefire would be monitored. Putin stated, "We agree with the proposals to halt the fighting, but we proceed from the assumption that the ceasefire should lead to lasting peace and remove the root causes of the crisis." He also expressed gratitude towards President Donald Trump for his focus on resolving the situation in Ukraine. U.S. Envoy Steve Witkoff arrived in Moscow on Thursday, according to flight radar data, to engage in talks with Russian officials. President Trump expressed cautious optimism regarding Putin's response, noting that Putin's statements were largely positive. However, Putin's comments seemed to contradict those of his advisor, Yuri Ushakov, who earlier expressed skepticism about the ceasefire's benefits for Russia. Ushakov argued that such a ceasefire would only allow Ukraine time to regroup and continue hostilities later. He emphasized the need for a long-term peaceful settlement and had discussions with U.S. National Security Advisor Mike Waltz. Secretary of State Marco Rubio stated that after Ukraine showed willingness to approve the ceasefire, it was now up to Russia to respond positively. Rubio emphasized the importance of stopping the violence and beginning talks for a permanent resolution. Rubio and Waltz met with senior Ukrainian officials in Saudi Arabia, aiming to mend relations between Kiev and Washington, following a tense meeting between Trump, Vice President Vance, and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky at the White House in February. The U.S. announced plans to restore military and intelligence assistance to Ukraine following these discussions in Jeddah. President Zelensky reiterated Ukraine's readiness for a ceasefire, acknowledging the U.S.'s role in organizing and overseeing its implementation. Zelensky criticized Russia for not providing a meaningful response to the proposal, suggesting that Russia aims to prolong the conflict. He expressed hope that U.S. pressure would eventually compel Russia to seek peace.